So when we started Laser, we were intentionally like, we're not going to have any niche. We've had a lot of people tell us that it's not a good idea. I feel like every business book you read and stuff like that is always like, you need to have this one specific thing you're working on. And back to the Defiance, I guess that's one thing where I'm just like, I can't do it.
Hey there, welcome back to Above and Beyond, where excellence meets elevation. I'm your host, Jän Simon, and this season we're raising the bar, diving into the passion, purpose, and defining moments of leaders who don't just aim high, they live there. Big ideas, real stories. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Above and Beyond, where excellence meets elevation. Today's guest is someone who proves you don't have to fit into one box to build an extraordinary life. Liz Ponce is a twin mom, entrepreneur, creative strategist, obstacle racer, and co-owner of the Arizona-based marketing agency LZR Marketing. But her story goes way deeper than business success. From growing up between Michigan and Chicago to stepping confidently into male-dominated industries, Liz learned early how to compete, adapt, and carve out space where she wasn't always expected to thrive. That same mindset pushed her through over 50 obstacle races, motherhood, entrepreneurship, and the constant balancing act of creativity and leadership. But what makes this conversation powerful isn't just what Liz has accomplished. It's what she's continued to evolve without losing herself in the process. If you've ever struggled to balance ambition, family, identity, and the pressure to keep proving yourself, this episode is going to hit home. Liz, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. That was a good intro.
Yeah. I pride myself on writing amazing scripts.
Yeah, they're good.
Well, welcome. So let's do this. I do this with everybody. Let's start back at the beginning.
Yeah.
Between Michigan and Chicago,
Yeah.
were you where in Michigan?
Jackson, Michigan. Everybody in Michigan always points to the hand. I honestly don't know where. I think it's maybe central.
Okay. Near Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo's more western, right?
It's probably 2 hours outside of Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Which direction?
So it is
I'm not sure.
central.
Yeah.
And then Chicago. So you went from cold to
colder. Yeah. To blazing hot. Yeah.
I'm done with that. How long were you in Michigan? Or did you have parents in both and you kind of bounced back and forth?
No, I was born in Michigan. That's where my mom was from, and my dad was from Chicago. I think they went to Loyola together.
Okay.
And then they moved to Michigan maybe when they had my sister. I'm not really sure. And then we moved all together when I was 5. We moved back to Chicago.
I think Chicago.
Yeah.
And then you're in Chicago. What part of Chicago? Not that I know, but somebody listening might.
Yeah. The city of Chicago. So anybody that's in Chicago will know.
In the actual city.
Our address was Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, wow. So you were you weren't like a suburb of.
But it was in the suburbs, but it was in Chicago. It's kind of confusing. We didn't live in the city, downtown.
Okay.
But we lived in the city of Chicago.
Chicago zip code.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of confusing.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, we'll take it. It wasn't like Naperville. Anybody that's from Chicago will know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who I recently had on that was from Chicago. Maybe Ted Beefnick. I think he was. I think Eric was maybe outside of Chicago. Anyways, a few Illinois people.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
Yeah, I think everybody's, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I'm out. So Chicago, White Sox or Cubs?
Cubs.
Okay.
I was the only one in my family, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Everybody else is White Sox?
Because I grew up on the south side, so usually you would be a Sox fan.
Gotcha.
But I had to be different with everything, so.
What do they call it? Optional defiance disorder?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Sounds about right.
Y'all can't see this, but Riley's nodding her head in the background. I'm sensing a little bit of tension there. So, how long were you in Chicago?
11 years, 10, 11 years.
So around 16-ish.
Yeah, so we moved right after my sophomore year in high school.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was rough, yeah.
What moved you guys down here? Or did you come here? I guess I'm making an assumption.
No, we all moved down here. Okay. I think my mom got a job. I don't know exactly why they wanted to move. I think maybe just a change of scenery or something.
Gotcha.
Kind of, I don't know.
Sick and tired of shoveling snow.
Yeah, probably.
9 months out of the year.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's fun to visit.
Where did you go to high school here then?
In Goodyear, so Desert Edge.
Okay, so you're basically East LA.
Yeah. Yeah. So we moved from Chicago to Buckeye, actually.
When there was nothing in Buckeye.
Yeah. It's like 17 years ago. And they were like, this is going to be a Target. And I think it like just got built last year.
Oh my God. Hey, Buc-ee's is going in out there. Isn't
Yeah,
that going in
that's
out there
true.
somewhere? God, I could not imagine. I mean, not that Buckeye's bad. There's a song by a local band. Oh crap, the name Christine's going to ride me on this one because I forgot the name. It's going down to Buckeye. The name of the band just totally left my brain.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never heard it. I didn't know anybody.
Funk Junkies.
Okay.
The name of the band is called Funk Junkies. And they're a local band with Christine knew somebody, cousin of somebody, I don't know. And they had a song called Going Down to Buckeye.
That's funny.
You ever get a chance, look that one up.
Yeah, no, we're going to have to listen to it.
Yeah. Going down to Buckeye. Anyways.
Love it.
So you moved out to Arizona.
Uh-huh.
Did you do sports?
I played basketball in like grade school.
Okay.
And then I just, like you were saying, the Defiance thing, I just like wanted to be done with it.
You're
And
like, I'm good enough.
Yeah, and my parents were like, no, I think you should do it. Like, you're pretty good. And so I went to a couple games and I just like did nothing. I was like just kind of standing there.
And the coach is like, you're done.
Well, yeah, and they were like, okay, I guess you can be done.
That's funny. You played piccolo in band.
Yeah, piccolo.
Yeah.
No, I played snare.
You played the drums.
Yeah, I did play the drums.
Were you in a marching band?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started band in grade school, like in 4th grade, like the first time you can ever take it. And I just continued until, I didn't end up doing it in high school here, but I did it all through high school in Chicago.
Okay. So I was fortunate enough or unfortunate enough to pretend like I played drums for a little bit. Does the cadence for a marching band still run through your head sometimes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still have it memorized.
Every now and then. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah. Yeah, I could still play the whole thing probably.
Yeah. So do you still play the drums?
I wouldn't say we have a drum set that's supposedly for the kids, you know?
Okay.
So I'll mess around with it every once in a while, but nothing like I used to.
I would love to get a kit sometime. That's just one of those, like, if I ever had nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Just because I do love to play.
Yeah.
I actually played saxophone, baritone sax.
Okay, nice.
And then we needed a drummer.
You're like, I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, well, and I used to just mess around. We had a really, really, really talented drummer when I was in high school up until my sophomore year. He's the same age as my brother, so going to my junior year.
Yeah.
And then we really didn't have anybody that would play for a while. And so, I messed around.
Yeah.
I can't even say that I played well, but they stuck me in jazz band. I remember going to jazz competitions.
Mm-hmm. You're like, what am I doing here?
I had no idea how to play the stupid drums, and I'm just making shit up. I never read a lick of music for drums. I could read, obviously, for saxophone and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was in jazz band for the baritone sax.
Okay.
And then, and they moved me. What am I doing here? I could play a little, swing ride or something.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I'm not coordinated enough to do different things. There's a guy that comes up in my feed on Facebook. I can't think of his name now all of a sudden, but anyways, some of the riffs that he throws out are just
it's crazy,
insane. Like all 4 limbs are doing different things.
I know. It's like it's something I think when you're doing it, you don't really realize how crazy it is until maybe like try to teach somebody else to do it, and you're like, what are you?
Yeah, it's like, why can't you?
Like, they're all opposite.
Exactly. Just do it faster.
Yeah.
All right, so you moved here. You said you didn't do band in high school.
I didn't know.
Okay.
No. I still played just personally by myself, but I wasn't in band or I wasn't in a band or anything like that either.
You were not in a band?
Here, yeah.
Okay.
In Chicago I was.
So why'd you quit?
I don't know.
You just decided...
It was just like everything is so different here. I'm just not going to...
You're moving me to Arizona. I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah.
I will teach you.
See? The defiance again. I think it was something... I don't know. I felt like I worked so hard in Chicago that it almost seemed like I was going to have to start over. And I was like, well, that seems like a lot. I'll just do something else.
I'll just figure something else out. I worked so hard for all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Down the drain.
Okay, so you do a lot of stuff.
I do a lot, yeah. I get bored easily.
Talk to me about this running thing.
The OCRs?
Yeah, the obstacle courses. Have you done like a... Ragnar in those?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was going to say, whatever you're going to say, I probably have done it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a couple, 2 or 3 Ragnars, I think. I did one here, I did one in Zion, and maybe here again.
Okay.
I did a bunch of Spartans everywhere. Rugged Maniac,
No kidding.
Tough Mudder, all of them, yeah. I think
Do you enjoy
probably
that?
like 95% are out of business now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Spartan's the only one mainly.
Still.
Yeah.
I've actually, maybe I should do it before they all go out of business. I've thought
Yeah.
it'd be a good goal to set
Yeah.
to do one of those things. Now that I'm older and my body's deciding to break down, I don't know if it's a good idea, but
Sure, you'll be fine.
I just think that'd be kind of cool. I used to think that would be really cool to do a triathlon. I could do the swim and the bike.
Yeah.
It would take training, but hands down,
Yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah.
The running piece of it,
Oh,
I
really?
just
See,
don't know.
the swim one is the part that I'm like, I don't know how I would make it through that. Like,
Oh,
I
really?
can
See,
swim, but
that's-
I don't know if I can swim that well.
Yeah, swimming. I used to swim all the time as a kid, and so it's like, I'm not gonna say my jam, but like
Yeah, you got it down.
we go to camp in the summer, and we would literally swim across the lake and back. That was like the big thing you got to do, and it was, I think they said, a mile and a half, something like that. And I used to do that as a kid, and I just loved it. Like, get out there and just go. Bike, the same thing. I can get on. I still to this day can get on my bike and just go.
Yeah.
And obviously I start to cramp up after miles and miles, but I would have to really get into good shape to be able to do all the hills and all the other stuff that they do for 100 and whatever many miles it is.
Yeah.
The running piece of it, man, I'd get like a mile in and be like,
Like,
I'm
never
done.
mind.
I'm out. I'm out.
On second thought.
Yeah, exactly. Can you substitute somebody in for me, and I'll do the other piece? Have somebody else come in and run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there-
Surprisingly, running part of OCRs was my least favorite.
Okay.
I really don't. I don't like it, but it just seemed like something I have to do.
Just to do.
Yeah. Even still, I mean, I barely run anymore, but even when I do, I'm like, this feels right. Like, it feels like I should, but I don't like it.
Yeah. See, and I can't stand running. What I do like, and maybe it's similar, is like trail running. Like,
Okay, yeah.
I've gone out to Usury.
That's why Ragnar's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's like you get on the Usury Pass or somewhere, and not that I've done that a lot at all, but when I do that, it's like it's almost easier for me to do it. And I think it's because it keeps my mind occupied.
Yeah.
Like when I'm just running on flat surface, I'm like, this is
It's so boring.
AF, and I'm not going anywhere.
Right?
It's
for some reason, I don't know if it's the views or what, trails just seem more exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah.
it is, but yeah. But for me, it was just running to get to the obstacle was the best part of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you graduated high school from Buckeye.
I did.
How many people?
I didn't go to graduation.
No.
Now I'm just going to bring up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents really wanted
Did you
me
go to
and I was
Disneyland
like,
or something? Or
No, I just didn't go. I was
said,
like,
I'm not going.
I was like, this doesn't really seem like an achievement.
Okay, so I have a very serious question to ask you.
Yeah.
Were you like goth in high school?
No,
okay.
not at all.
And just I'm picturing this like,
Like
black
the
lipstick.
swoop and
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
No.
No? Okay. Were you a troublemaker?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think I think I had like a normal school experience, like, drinking and stuff like that, but
Drinking, drugs.
oh, yeah. Just like weed, nothing
yeah.
crazy. But I was also the youngest, so I think
Okay.
I always say that if you're the youngest, your parents are tired of parenting sometimes, or not even parenting, just of like,
They're like, just shut up
you're
and get out
grounded.
of my
Yeah.
face.
So as long as you stay under the radar,
Well, like, shut you up if I give you this lollipop? Okay,
a
go
little
away.
smarter about things, then they're just like, whatever, just
Yeah.
do whatever. So
Huh.
yeah, not to the point of, they weren't like the parents that let you drink at our house or anything.
Yeah.
But I assumed they knew I was doing things like that, but they're just like,
Have you ever had that conversation with them?
no, I haven't. I
Do
should
you
ask
know
them
what
next
I did
time.
in high school? Do you
I
have
had-
any clue?
Wait, I do randomly sometimes tell them stuff, and they're like, what?
I feel like I've dropped a couple truth bombs on my parents at
Yeah,
times.
just
And,
to
and
see.
it's funny because I think, well, my mom's got dementia and Alzheimer's now, so she remembers history, like past stuff, more recent stuff she doesn't remember. So,
Yeah.
But it's funny because, like, I can see my dad's face like, what? But he'll be like, oh, we knew that.
He plays it off.
Yeah. It's like, sure
like,
you
sure he
did,
did.
Dad. Sure you did. What would you say? So, up to that point, what would you say people assumed about Liz
Oh, interesting.
that was probably inaccurate?
Like in high school?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What do people assume about me? I've never really thought of. I tend to not think about what people think of me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good thing to think about. I mean, it's a good thing not to think about. However you want to say that.
Yeah. I don't know what they thought.
Still to this day.
I think people. I was a pretty shy kid though. Pretty quiet.
See that? Goes along with the goth.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to like Photoshop a picture of me.
Oh my God. Yes, I'm going to. I'll be an AI tonight.
You're like more goth.
Exactly. Darker.
Yeah.
Body modifications.
So I feel like people also probably thought I was like introverted. I don't think I'm really introverted.
You're just quiet.
Yeah. I like a few words.
When there's not a lot to say, I mean.
Yeah. I'm not a space filler.
Coming from a perspective that is similar. I don't need to talk.
Yeah.
Although I talk a lot. But if we're sitting around.
You host a podcast and you're like, I don't talk.
I'm good with silence.
Yeah. Right? I'm a time filler with things, but not with words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell Christine I said that. Okay. So I got questions. Growing up between Michigan and Oregon. I should have my glasses on. Growing up between Michigan and Chicago, were you a competitive type kid?
I think so. I think I've always been pretty competitive.
Okay.
Yeah. With basketball and stuff like that, competing for starting spots, or in high school competing for snare because only a certain number of people can get it because there's only a certain amount of snares, and then...
And you didn't want to play the little bass drum?
Yeah, no. I don't know. I had a hard time... Yeah, I don't know. That one just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like the beats on it are different. They're like a little bit off, and it just wasn't my thing. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then once you're on the snare line, then there's like...
For a second.
Yeah. Same with most instruments, I think.
Yep. But drumline would be really cool. Like I said, do not profess to be anything close to even randomly good. But like watching good drum lines is
we watch videos of it all the
fascinating.
time.
Yeah.
The kids even love it. Like we'll turn YouTube videos of it on.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, I think back, it's one of those things that I mean, aside from everything else that's one of those things I wish I would have actually become good at because I just think it's so cool.
Yeah.
But
yeah. It's fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think if I would have stayed in one place, I probably would have done like drum corps, which is like, I don't know, the sport equivalent of like club teams.
Yeah.
But because they were like really big in Illinois.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how big they are out here, but
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I think it feels to me like, and not Illinois is southern, but it feels like that's kind of a more East Coast southern.
I think so. Yeah.
Type thing, kind of similar to the some of the sorority, like dancing sorority stuff,
yeah,
like where you see the more competition things that they do and stuff like that. But so kind of competitive, maybe sort of a little bit.
Yeah, I think I still am too.
Do you feel like, I mean, so I'm psychoanalyzing you now. You're goth.
Let's do it. I'm goth.
But so like do you feel like you were constantly trying to earn approval from people, being the youngest and kind of going through different things or trying to prove to yourself, oh, I don't need to do what I've always done. I can.
Yeah, probably. I think I always chose that, like you kind of said in the intro, like male-dominated fields. So like on the snare line, I was the only girl. I think it used to be an all-boys school, so I was the first girl too.
Okay.
I don't know, just all my hobbies have just always been like male-dominated ones. So then it's always like the younger person and the only girl
and the
too.
Female, yeah. I think we just had one girl. Galen Thomas, I think was her name.
Yeah.
I don't know why that just popped in my head. But she was...
Shout out to Galen.
Yeah, shout out to Galen. I think she was the only female drummer that I can remember. But she came in behind me, I think maybe a year or two behind me. But she was really good.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God for her. Cause
I know, right?
I sucked.
Yeah, I think we had 4 total. But like one played bass drum, or 1 or 2 played bass. One was younger than me, so like when you start out as a freshman, you have to play cymbals, basically.
Yeah. Cowbell.
Yeah, they say that for the triangle. You got to do that in concert. Yeah, that season.
Ding! Oh, that was it.
Concert season was the worst. I hated that.
Oh yeah. I was the same. Like I enjoy going to concerts and watching them. Like we went to Christine's niece's not too long ago, and I enjoy that. But I can remember as a kid. It's like, oh my God, this is killing me.
Yeah, it's so boring.
And you go like, Especially like we go to the competitions and stuff. So it's like you wait around all day and then
Yeah.
you perform and you're watching everybody else
Yeah.
and you're like, it's killing me.
Yeah, it's so boring. I think also like marching season, a lot of it is like based in the drumline, you know? You know, you're kind of like, I feel like piloting the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole performance. And then once you get to concert, it's like, you'll sit in the back for 5 minutes until you had to play like one note.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Knees or whatever. So you finished high school.
I did, yeah. I graduated a semester early.
Okay.
Because I also hated high school. I didn't really ever like school. So I was always trying to figure out how to make it through as fast as I could.
Yeah.
So I did like online school, graduated a semester early, and then did like community college for a semester, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I went to ASU for a year. Again, hated school. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to stay here. And then I went to like a small design school that was like a little bit faster paced.
Okay.
So the program was 3 years, but since I started,
Like
I had gone to ASU.
Graphic design or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. It was graphic design since community college. So
Okay.
I took like a couple classes in high school, and then I was just like, this seems pretty nice. I guess I'll just stick with it forever. And
Didn't
then
need to feel the change to change the reason to.
yeah, I was like, I don't know. I guess I'm pretty good at this. I don't know. As if anybody was saying otherwise.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know. Seems all right.
It's a good thing your parents didn't tell you were good at it because you probably wouldn't be doing that right now.
Like, I'm good at it. Never mind. I'm
Yeah.
out.
Oh, I don't want to do this. If you think I'm good, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going to go fight fires.
That's so true. Wow. I should thank them for that.
You should. Next time you see him, I just want to thank you for not ever telling me I was good at programming or design. So you went to college, design,
A few. Yeah.
a few colleges. Talk me through getting out of college, your first job. Or did you have a job or did you go straight into your business or how did that work out?
I think I did like 2 internships when I was in college, or one was like more of just like a printing job. Like I worked at a printer. It was like out in Buckeye. And then I worked at Brookline College. I think it's still around. I'm not really sure. It's like a vocational.
heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, it's for like nursing type or medical
Okay,
billing type
yep.
things. So that was like where I did my internship for like 3 months or something like that. And then I worked at another printer, actually, in Chandler, Sir Speedy.
Oh, I've heard of that,
Yeah,
yes.
I think they're a franchise, but there's one here in Chandler that I worked at. Yeah, I hated it. It was so boring.
Were you just like copy printing?
It was
Or like were you doing the actual graphic design work?
yeah, it was more like pre-press stuff. So that's
Okay.
like people will send in files, and then you kind of just have to touch them up a
Manipulate 'em,
little
yeah.
bit, get them ready to print, and send them to the printer. And then I was actually printing stuff and like cutting sometimes. There was like a person that did production stuff, but every once in a while I'd just help out and stuff. Yeah, but it was so boring.
That's brutal.
Yeah. So I think I worked there for maybe like a month and a half.
You're a long-term employee.
I know, right?
Take note, everybody.
Yeah.
If you ever want somebody who's going to stick around for a while, Liz is your gal.
As long as you don't tell me I'm good at it.
Yeah. Tell her she sucks constantly.
And then I interviewed at a refrigerant recovery company, which I was like, I have no idea what this is, but I don't even know. I think it was my boss at my internship knew somebody that was hiring, so then he had reached out to me about the job, something like that.
It's like, you suck at graphic design, so you
Yeah.
should go to work for this
Yeah, he's like, no,
refrigerant
he's like, you
company.
shouldn't go there. And I was like, I'm going.
I will show you.
Yeah, so I had lived in Tempe at the time, but it was out in Peoria. And I was like,
Back
wow,
to the west side.
that's a rough drive.
Yeah, it
And I
is.
was like back and forth about whether I was going to take the job or not. And then I finally was just like, I guess I'll do it. But yeah, I'm glad I did because I did so much stuff there.
Yeah.
There was never one day I was bored. It was the complete opposite. So-
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And were you doing design work for them as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah, so I started out just a graphic designer. I don't want to, that's cool if you just are a graphic designer. Don't want to insult anyone.
Sure you do.
Well, I started out only doing graphic
She
design.
was a goth graphic designer.
And
So gonna make that picture.
I can already picture it in my head. I hope
gonna
Riley's,
be
hope
awesome.
Riley's working on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And so I started off only doing graphic design there. And then they would just kind of be like, hey, can you do this? And I would be like, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'll try it out. Or I was probably just like, yeah, I can. And
Yeah.
then just over there figuring out what it was. So like web development, web design, Salesforce development, Salesforce setup, and yeah, like literally anything you could think of that a company would even need to market,
Yeah.
I did. So
Can I tell you I hate Salesforce?
Everybody hates Salesforce. And this is why I say,
Go ahead.
because like it's so customizable that people get a team or somebody who customizes it so badly that they're like, Salesforce sucks.
Well, and I feel like these people, trying to think of the best way to say this without offending anybody. Salesforce is so customizable. You just said that.
Yeah.
That you get these people who are tinkers and decide, oh, we can do that?
Yeah.
Well, let me do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can pull those numbers? Well, let me do that. What? I can do that? Okay. Now, once a week, you need to go in and pull all of these reports. And it's probably gotten better since I use it because that was like,
yeah, I don't know. I would say
12 years ago.
I would say like that aspect of it has probably gotten worse with AI because now everybody thinks they're an expert in everything.
Yeah.
And I can just pull these reports and not even realizing, Salesforce is a little bit better because they own all of the AI. So it's looking at your actual data, but you start hooking it up to other things and it's just making crap up. And
it's horrible. I mean, it's a great program. Don't get me wrong.
Right, yeah.
It's just, I couldn't, and I was on a sales team when we used it for a year and a half, I think. And they would pull, I mean, and you can do this in other programs too. My experience is just Salesforce, but it was things like, how come you only spent 14 seconds on this call? How come you did this and we listened to that call and you said this there, but then over here, it's like, I'm like,
just let me do my job.
Let me
calm down
alone and let me do my job. Don't make me pull these stupid reports and explain them. Anyways, okay, so you became proficient at Salesforce, we'll say.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have clients that we do Salesforce development.
Oh, nice.
Adminning for, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we really do it all. So, yeah, that job, I mean, I did everything, even like events. I didn't like run the event, but we did all event graphics and everything like that for it was a franchise network. So, like once a year, all the franchise owners would come here and then we would have like a big conference where we had to do everything for.
And that was Freon recovery?
Refrigerant, yeah.
Refrigerant recovery.
Yeah. It's like Freon's just like a
type of
brand.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Huh.
So same thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an odd company to think like.
Well, it's
there's so much to do, but
right. That's what I'm thinking is like, how much is there actually to do on the back end of that?
Right. Yeah. A lot. Yeah. We did websites, obviously our website, landing pages, postcards, flyers, emails, Salesforce, anything, and ads, like digital ads and everything. I would say like the CEO of that company is like very, what's the best way to put it? Like he's like super into technology and like marketing and like our IT team. So it's like we innovated, I guess is the best way to put it. So he was like always looking for kind of like that edge.
Yeah.
So it kind of like pushed all of us forward to.
Makes sense. It's funny because I think about that like, and we were talking about this before we came on the podcast. I'm tinkering with some stuff with the agency as far as some AI stuff and Zapier and some different things. How can I make things work together? And I almost feel like if I could afford to hire somebody who understood technology full time to just do that. So, okay, this is what I want this to do.
And then they just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I probably spend 100% more time doing that than what it really takes to do.
Yeah.
But it's my thing too, though, is I'm so scattered all over the place most of the time where like I'll have this great idea and I plug it in there and I'm like, oh, this is really kind of cool. Let's tweak this, do this, test this. And oh, it's cool. It's working. And then I walk away from it. Yeah, and by the time I come back, I'm like, where was I with this?
Trying to play catch up.
Yeah. And I don't want to go back and watch the whole thing. So it's like, hey, give me an overview of what we were thinking here.
Yeah. It's too funny.
It's funny. So you worked for a few different companies. At what point did you start thinking you wanted to potentially branch out on your own and do your own thing?
Yeah. So I freelanced for forever since high school. It was always something I did on the side. And then I think, so after I left Rapid, that was the recovery company, I started at an agency because we ended up getting bought out at Rapid and I didn't love like the direction it was going. So I was like, and I was so busy that I was like, this isn't really worth it to me anymore.
Gotcha.
So I left to go to an agency as a graphic designer and it was okay for a little bit, but then I got super bored again. And so I met my wife at the agency, and during COVID, we were just kind of, I don't know, like everybody else, I think a little bored. And we're like, let's just like try to do this on our own. Like we had always talked about it. And I think during COVID, it was like, I mean, we don't have anything else to do. We don't really have anywhere to go. So I guess we might as well start it. And yeah, it just kind of worked out. Never stopped from there.
Have you ever explored, because like you see all this stuff where it's like, hit it big on the internet, whatever, make these bots and stuff. Have you ever explored any of that stuff where you're like, okay, we can create a marketing agency to do this stuff kind of automated?
Do the agency portion of it?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. I think that's kind of, I wouldn't really say super automated because I still personally like to leave design stuff to me. I mean, selfishly.
Yeah.
I suck at writing, so I'm going to use it every day for that unless somebody sends me copy.
I'm a horrible original content. Is that what it's called? Original thought. I don't know what the terminology is. Like coming up with ideas.
Yeah.
Like I was the kid where they're like, give you, pencil and piece of paper, say, write a story about what you did yesterday. And I'd be like,
you're like, what did I do yesterday?
No idea.
Completely blank.
It's like, what did I do?
Yeah, that's me with writing. I don't know where to start, so I'll always use AI. Like I said, unless somebody sends me something. But design, I've always kind of kept for me. Selfishly, yeah. Most of the stuff, I'm like, I think I could do that better. So. Gotcha. But I would say with Early Bird, like we had intended for some of that, not necessarily to be AI run, but maybe like contractor run. So that's kind of going to be our goal with that one.
Okay.
Because there's only so many hours in the day, and have toddlers now. So.
How old are your kids?
A little over 2.5.
2.5,
yeah.
And they're twins, right?
They are, yeah.
Oh, you're in the terrible. Are they in the terrible twos?
Oh yeah. I would say they're closer to like the three-nager stuff because they're just like very opinionated. They're very spicy.
Boys or girls?
One of each.
One of each. Okay.
Yeah.
It's so long ago, I almost can't even remember it. But my daughter sent me a picture today, and it totally warmed my heart. So when she was a baby, just learning to pull herself up to walk, I would hold both feet in one hand and hold her standing up. Well, I did the same thing with my grandson, who's about, I think he's 9 months old now. But last time I saw him, I did that. And she took a picture of me doing it. So she sent me the two pictures spliced together.
Oh, nice.
It was so cool. But I love kids. But
yeah, they're a blast.
It goes so fast. When you're in the moment, you're like, could it go quicker?
Some days it feels like it could go quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's literally never a dull moment, There's always something going on.
Yeah, for sure. So you've got, I'm going to say 2 successful marketing companies because you've got Laser Marketing and you've got Early Bird Strategies. Yeah. Talk to me about what the difference between the two is.
So Laser was our original one that we started. And I think originally it was just kind of like it's a marketing agency, we're just doing everything. We're doing paid ads, we're doing social media. I don't like literally. You want a postcard? Like it's 1976? Sure, we'll make you a postcard.
Do you even remember 1976?
Maybe I was born, maybe not. I will say postcards are coming back around though. Print media is coming back around because people are getting tired.
People want to feel it in their hands.
They're getting tired of AI and stuff. But yeah, so like I always say like literally everything that marketing is in the word, we'll do it.
Okay.
And a lot of times, like the same thing with Rapid, if somebody asks me something and I'm like, yeah, sure, I could probably do it. That was kind of how it originally started. And then we got to the point where, like I was saying, there's, so many hours in the day. We want to try to grow more. How are we going to be able to do that? Maybe on the same brand or maybe not. And then we kind of came to the decision that we were going to separate them. So Laser was going to stay for like a white label agency. Not white label. What's the term I'm thinking of? White glove. Thank you.
White glove. Okay.
I mean, we do like white label too, but that's not what I was talking about.
So more concierge type services.
Exactly.
And things like that.
So I always like half joke that like if a client calls me like right now and they're like my website went down and I'm like, okay, I got to stop this podcast and get this website back up type of thing. So, it allows us to have less clients there that we're maybe a little bit more focused on. We have that ability to be like a fractional CMO. So any type of marketing thing we're going to do for them. So we're essentially like an in-house team. Okay. That's a contractor. And then Early Bird is kind of intended for smaller companies with smaller budgets. So we thought of Early Bird because it's like like those kind of business owners that are getting up at, 5 a.m. to start working on their business.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just starting out, or maybe they're at the point where they're like, okay, this is finally too much stuff for me. I need to pass something off. And then, we're hoping that something's going to be marketing.
Yeah.
So there are a lot more packages. So laser is just kind of like anything. And we basically the majority of the time, there's just a retainer. It's like anything you want us to do under that retainer, we'll do. Early birds like this, we have this package for social media or this package for paid media. And then, we just kind of take it from there.
Was there a point after starting it, and we'll say starting laser because that was first, right?
Yeah.
After starting, was there a point at which you felt like all of a sudden there was some success behind you, there was some momentum behind you where you're like, hey, we actually might be able to pull this off?
Yeah, I think so. I think like our first client was probably somebody I got off of Fiverr or something like that because we were just, I don't know, where do we find clients?
Yeah.
We just got to go to those gig websites. Our second one was the CEO and my old boss from Rapid Recovery. They had left and started their own business. And that one was like our first big client, They were paying us like a full retainer and everything like that.
Nice.
I think when we started, we were probably at like 60 hours a month or something crazy. And we were like, yeah, this is it. Like, we're finally doing it. We were still working at the agency at that time. And I think probably like a week later, the agency found out that we had started doing our own thing. We probably had like 2 posts out on our social media, and they were like, yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they fired us.
Was that because of a competing or conflict of interest, or?
Yeah, I don't know. They brought us in one day. It was during COVID, so we weren't in the office. So they brought us in saying that they had some meetings. We went in there, and they were like, hey, we heard that you guys started this thing. And we're like, I don't even know how you heard about it, first of all. And they were basically like, you can't do that because of, I don't know, working on company time or something like that. And so after that, they didn't have us sign anything. So I was like, we're kind of like a little bit confused about what we can and can't do. So I had emailed them back to be like, hey, can you kind of answer some questions for us? Like, what do you want us to work on this on separate times? Or are there certain things that we can't do, certain types of clients or whatever? Because the agency was only doing education. So we're like, we're not going for education because we're kind of burnt out with it. And then they were like, oh, it would be better for you to come in so we can answer these questions. And then they brought us in and fired us. And they were like, we think that you're not going to be able to keep up with, I don't know, whatever standards or something. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what it was.
What was that like when they let you go?
Getting fired?
I mean, I've been there, so I know kind of how I felt. But were you like,
I think
was there some relief in that where you're like,
it wasn't even,
okay, well.
I don't even know if it was relief. I mean, I thought it was a little funny, honestly, because I don't know. I was just like, all right, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you had expected of us. I don't think I was like super scared or anything. Like most people would probably.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I guess this is our kind of push to go all in with it.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucked is we didn't have health insurance,
Which is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, anymore, it's crazy because I was just talking to somebody the other, I don't remember what, anyway, side note. It's so expensive as an individual.
Oh, yeah.
Or, individual partners, however you want to look at that.
Right.
To pick up insurance. And then it's like on top of the monthly cost, now you've got the deductible and the copays and all the other stuff.
Right, yeah.
It's almost like, can I just do cash pay?
Yeah.
And then if something really bad happens, I just want something to cover me.
Right? Yeah.
Which you can't get to those. It's changed a little bit, but you can't really get to the high deductible plans
Right.
unless you're in a group.
Yeah.
It's like, but I can't get a
it's
group
rough.
because it's whatever. So.
Yeah. It's a crazy system.
Yeah, it's screwed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Luckily at that time I didn't have kids or anything. It was
Yeah.
just me. So I was like, oh, I guess we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Has there been anything from that transition point, and we'll call the transition point your previous employer giving you the opportunity to be wildly successful?
What a nice spin. You should work in marketing.
Yeah, right. I think somebody said that to me once. I was stealing it. But has there been a point at which you kind of had to unlearn everything up to that point to be able to go, okay, now in order to do this as an entrepreneur or as a business owner, I need to kind of put some of that stuff in the...
Yeah, interesting. I don't really think so. I think honestly the biggest learning curve was trying to figure out like what do we do about taxes? What do we do about this money in our account? Like how do we take it out with
Are we going to get in trouble if I take this money out of my account? I've been there. I've actually thought, God,
how do I even get it out of my account?
Because I write myself a check.
Because we set up like a credit union, and I was like, how do we even get it out? I don't.
That's funny. That's funny.
I think I had to like call them and be
That's
like,
awesome.
do I literally like, do I write myself a check? I don't. So we did that for a few months. We actually did have to go into the bank and like write ourselves checks to deposit money every time we wanted. And then I was like, I was trying to go to a credit union, you know, not a big bank. And then after a couple months, I was like, we're just going to go to Chase and set up an account because this is ridiculous.
You get access to it everywhere. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been there. It's like that. I'm going to go do this, right?
Yeah.
And then all the things you don't think about, like, okay, well, I need bank accounts. I got bank accounts. I've got to have, how many bank accounts do I need? Oh my God, okay. Well, how do I get the money from this account to that account?
Yeah.
So with your business and what you do with the marketing and we'll say on your path to growth, what is something that you think people don't see or don't understand about what it is that you do?
About marketing in general?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think like honestly, the biggest one that we talk about with our clients is like the time for results. People are like, oh, we're going to start running ads or social media. And they're like, how long until I get a client? And I'm like, I don't know.
Great question.
There's a lot of agencies out there that will guarantee results. Of like,
I don't know how you could do that.
I don't know either. No, we're very intentional about
call
like
up their cousin and say, hey.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, are they real results or how are we doing this? So we're very intentional about like, I don't know, we're just like very honest people, you know, of like, like if you have this idea for a campaign, I might be like, I wouldn't do that. That's not a good idea. But I think, that like time factor, because everybody wants results fast. You know, when we start a campaign for ourselves, we want results fast.
Right.
And I'm probably even asking Riley, I'm like, why don't we have any leads yet? She's like, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? It's been a day.
Yeah. So that's the toughest one to get around.
Yeah.
But I also think like knowing which platforms to use or like which avenues of marketing to use on which things, you know. Like social media, for example, I think it's changed a little bit. Like people are probably getting some leads through it now with like the influencer community and stuff like that. But like the majority of the time, it's just for like brand awareness, you know, making sure that your brand's out there. People are seeing you on your feed. But like, I don't know, personally, like when I'm on social media, I'm not like looking for a contractor or something like that. Or if I find one, I'm not going to reach out to them on Instagram. I'm still going to go through their website or something like that.
Well, and I kind of feel like, and not that I don't want people to still post me because I enjoy it when people post, hey, call Jän Foundation or whatever. But I almost feel like the people who are on social media asking,
oh, yeah.
It's not necessarily the right client for me. Now, that's not to say they're not all the right client. There could be one or two in there that are potentially. But most of the time, the ones that I see, you know, they're like, oh, my rates went up $50 and I'm so pissed off. And it's like, okay, so what? So did coffee and milk and eggs.
Yeah, so did everything.
Like, you know, it's like, if you're upset about $50, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But so.
Yeah, I feel that way about like Facebook, like Living Chandler or I think Gilbert Living or whatever. Like when we first started out, we were constantly trying to post in there. And now I'm at a point where, I mean, every once in a while somebody will mention us, but like you're saying, the majority of them, they're never going to reach out or they're just looking for the lowest cost. And like, that's not us. So.
Well, and they just tell me what the price is. It's like, there's a whole thing to this, you know, and same thing with insurance. People are like, well, can you save me money? It's like, more than likely, yes.
Right.
But is that all you're concerned with? Because you've got to spend this money.
Right.
Let's make sure you're covered.
Yeah.
Right? Let's at least make sure it's going to do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Not just save you money because, and I get it. I mean, I hate paying my premiums. Right?
Yeah.
But it's a necessary evil. If I get in an accident, I'd be damn sure I'll be happy that it's there. You know, so.
Exactly.
As life progresses. Well, actually, let's stop. Go back. With regards to the business, where do you hope to go? You've now diversified, so you've got laser for the rich people. I'm just kidding.
I love it. That's what we're gonna do.
So
for the rich people.
If you're rich, call laser. No, you've got more of the concierge service with laser, and then you've got the startups, which I think is brilliant, honestly. And you guys are a client of or I'm a client of yours. You're not a client of me. I'm a client of yours. So I love it because I'm in that space where it's like a full-blown marketing organization. Marketing can be rather expensive.
Yeah.
It is time consuming. I get it because I've tried to do it myself. So I understand it's time consuming. But at the same time, it's like, to spend that kind of money is tough sometimes.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot. And not every business needs it.
Yeah.
Some people are, like, honestly, our business is 98% word of mouth. Like, we've marketed very rarely.
Yeah.
And so not everybody needs it.
Well, and the insurance agency is, I would say, nearly 100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
then you get to the point where you're like, I can't even take any more clients.
Yeah, I don't know that that's the case. I'd always take more clients.
Yes, unless you just hire more.
Yeah. But with the podcast, but I'm going after kind of a different market, and it's more like branding and building, and you've got to do it online and that sort of thing. I think I had a question somewhere in there and I lost it. Oh, diversifying with the two businesses. What do you hope to accomplish? And where do you see the business in 10 years from now?
I hope to accomplish. I think, honestly, just like growing both of them. Hopefully, maybe at some point I'll let a little of the control go and we'll actually hire more people. That's definitely been our hardest thing because I'm just like very nitpicky with everything. So I would say like design and web development is probably the one thing that we have the most of from our clients.
Okay. Like
the most work. And we've tried to hire designers off of, I don't know, Fiverr and stuff like that, or people that we've known, and none of them have really stuck. Like some have been okay, but I'm just so nitpicky that I'm like, no, that's not right. Like you used the wrong color. Like it wasn't even in this brand's color palette. And then I'm just like, I can't even deal with it anymore.
I had somebody, speaking of color, when I first started the agency, I had some shirts embroidered, and I sent them the images and I sent them the color files.
Yeah.
Exactly what they were. The person took the color off of the computer screen and I got the logos back. They were like completely the wrong colors.
Oh my God.
Like,
yeah. And you're like, you're like, this person doesn't know what they're doing.
What is this? Anyways. It was a couple iterations later, I finally got what I needed. But so at some point, and I don't want to make that sound bad because I'm kind of the same way. Like it's tough for me, and part of it is I think, and I'm talking the agency now. Part of it is because what we're selling not only is a product of a carrier, but we're really truly selling ourselves, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me different, or our agency different than any other insurance agency out there, truly is me, my morals, my ethics, my ability to do what I do. And I would assume it's probably very similar in your world that it's like, there's a deliverable, but at the end of the day, you're truly selling yourself. So if what you're selling isn't working, then it's like, okay, well.
Yeah, it's like everything feels like it's a direct reflection of me or us as an agency. But yeah, so I'm like so crazy about that stuff. Even like if a client asks me to like, oh, can you put this QR code or something, even if it's something that they think is so small, I'm like, no, you should send that to me first. Like I'll make sure it looks okay. Like, yeah.
It's interesting because now that I'm about 2 years down the road of having actual employees, not just somebody who kind of works for me, but actual employees. I can tell you the more control I've given up,
better it's gotten.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. And it's hard. I mean, it has been very difficult. And we talked a little bit, I'm thinking about bringing on either a marketing person or a producer or something like that. And it's like, because this person's out selling my brand.
Right. Yeah. You're like, are they going to say the right thing?
Exactly. Are they going to say what they need to say? Are they going to present us correctly? Are they going to show up? I mean, I've got jeans and a T-shirt on. That's how I show up every day. Yeah. But,
but what are they going to be wearing?
Right, exactly. So anyways, I totally get it. And it's tough, but it's crazy because I feel like, yes, as soon as you do that, and I think it was, do you know Eric Reber? He owns Speed Pro Imaging.
Okay, yeah.
Or Speed Pro Gilbert or whatever they call it now. I think it was he and I having a conversation one day about hiring somebody, and he's like, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
He says, you just got to do it because it's not going to be easy. There's no silver bullet to make it feel good. You just got to do it. And then, trust little bits at a time. Give the pieces away that you can double check and triple check and, make sure it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's not 100%. It never will be. But anyways, with the kids, what do you hope to show them with regards to where the business is as moms and as you help them develop into pain in the ass teenagers and then someday hopefully good adults? Yeah. What are you hoping that you can show them through the business aspect of things?
Yeah, hopefully they don't get any of the defiance portion of it. That would be great. But I think just like hard work and really more so less of hard work. They should work hard, but more of just like following those passions that you have. I think like a lot of, probably most generations, like parents in general want their kids to make money, So I think a lot of people probably get straight away of like, oh, you shouldn't do that because it's not going to make you money. We hear that a lot. Like one of our clients is still in the refrigerant industry. So like trades, those are all great industries to get into. And people are like, you're not going to make money there. But like, really, you are going to make
a ton of money in there.
Or like they had just recorded a podcast with like an influencer in their industry that was like, a lot of people told her like, you're too smart to be in the trades, So really it's just about following whatever they're passionate about.
Yeah.
And, money is great for most people. So not everybody wants it though. So if you want to live in, travel the country in a van or something instead, like go for it.
Which I think is becoming more and more tangible.
Yeah.
From the way technology is allowing society to do some of those things. But I think it's so important. I stepped into insurance 30 years ago because I needed to make some money to raise a family. And I will say been stuck in it ever since. It's been a good life for me for the most part.
Yeah.
But it's not what I've ever really been passionate about. But I've been in it for so long, I feel like, okay, I need to stick with this.
Right. You're like, what else?
What else? I don't know anything else. But then it's like when you do things I think that you're passionate about, you don't realize the amount of work that it takes to do it because it's just innate. In some form or fashion.
Doesn't feel as much like work or...
Yeah, and so then it's like if you build your life around that and not so much focusing on more money. Yeah. Of course, we need money to live.
Right, yeah.
Society's built that way, right?
Yeah,
and at some point, we're going to retire, and I was just reading today that Medicare's got like 10 years left and it's defunct, so it's like, okay, well, finally it's going out.
Yeah.
But so, we need to be able to do those things. But I think with our kids, and I say our kids, now it's my grandkids, but with the generation coming up, it's really, truly, there's so many opportunities to do well for yourself.
Right.
If you just stay focused on what makes you happy.
Yeah.
So
exactly. And I feel like even that passion can come from not necessarily careers, If you're passionate about rock climbing, then just find whatever job you have to get to feed that passion, or to make you able to do that.
I think about, and I've talked about this a couple times on the podcast. So I fought forest fires for 6 years, but one of the forests that I was on, there were two guys that were in charge of cleaning the trails. So they were, I don't know what their department was, trails, I don't know. But they had horseback and mule, they had fat tired motorcycles, they had snowmobiles. Yeah. And depending on what time of year it was, they literally would hit the trail for a week or two at a time. Yeah. To go make sure the trees were out of the trails. And I think back, and I loved fighting forest fires, man. I absolutely, really, really loved it. But I think back now, and I think about that, and I think that would be so cool. Like,
that would be cool. Yeah.
Taking the horses out back up in the mountains to go cut the branches off the trail. It's like, and I'm sure that they were scouting the forest to make sure nothing was nefarious was going on or things like that as well. But those types of things, when I think back on my younger youth and think, those are things that I probably kind of passed up.
Right.
But what types of things, if you could go back to your younger self and say, here's a piece of advice, or pluck it in your brain, what advice would you give yourself?
Oh, God. I mean, I think I did pretty good. I'm just kidding.
You are not narcissistic at all.
Like, no, I got it down. I'm good.
Wow. That's a first.
I wasn't always this confident, so maybe just be confident earlier.
There you go.
I think,
Don't be shy.
yeah, I've never really, I mean, of course things are hard. Really got like turned off from something because it was too hard though. But I think maybe just trying things earlier, because sometimes it does, like OCRs, for example. I had wanted to do one for so long, and then I finally did, and I was like, this, actually the first one, I was like, this sucks. I hate it, but it was also like, it sucks so bad that I was like, I want to do more of it. So I think probably just going into those situations more, same with like owning a business. I think I definitely needed that experience prior.
Yeah.
But it's always great to be able to start those things that you're so passionate about now. Sooner.
Yeah. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could, not that you've asked me the question, but I'm going to give you my answer. If I could go
What would you
back,
change?
I would tell myself, don't wait till you're ready,
Yeah, exactly.
because you're never
Yeah.
ready in your mind.
Yeah.
Right? You just got to do.
Yeah.
Take the step, just do it. Because there's a million reasons why you shouldn't do something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And don't ask people. Don't ask people around you.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say that because I'm bad at that. But it's, if you feel drawn heavily in a direction, I feel like obviously you don't want to leave the people that are in your life behind, and you don't want to make catastrophic decisions without their knowledge of you sinking the ship. However, I feel like if you sit around waiting for the timing to be perfect,
Right.
it will never show up.
Yeah. And I also think like even if you ask your family, I feel like a lot of times your family or your like close friends are kind of like risk management for you. So if you tell them something that's pretty risky, they're going to be like, no, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's ingrained in us when somebody asks our opinion about something to protect them. Whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, because you don't want to be the one that's like, no, that's a great idea.
Right.
And then they're like bankrupt.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
couple of months, you're like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Maybe I should
I should have said, don't do it.
Did I say that? Are you sure?
No, you shouldn't go goth. Don't do it.
Too late.
With regards to clients, do you have, in your mind, is there a perfect client? Or somebody like you, if you had to say, hey, this is who I would love to work with.
Yeah, like a specific brand or a type.
Well, just type. I mean, not somebody's like, oh, somebody's got millions of dollars to spend on marketing.
Yeah, whoever's just going to give me millions of dollars, that's the one. Yeah. I would say like somebody who, it's like a little bit of a unicorn, but I think that we have really good clients. We've had to fire some at some point, so we kind of make sure that the ones that we keep close, especially with Laser, because we are so focused on them, that kind of like mesh with us. But like ones that are interested in marketing to a point where they have like some sort of idea about it, because it's really hard if they don't know anything about it. I would say that's great for the early bird side because that is a little more structured. But for the Laser side, like they should have like some sort of idea of even like small ideas of what they want to do. I think a lot of times we'll still develop our own from the ground up, but also are allowing us to like take the reins, because that's really the point of Laser, is like you don't have to think about it, you don't have to be like as involved unless it's like a super tricky industry like one of our clients in the refrigeration industry. It's just things are just constantly changing with EPA laws and stuff like that, so we do have to be in close contact with them to get all those changes. But for the majority of the time, they really do like let us do our own thing, like come up with our own ideas, everything from the ground up. Okay.
Do you have specific industries that you focus on? I mean, I've obviously talked about a little about the refrigerant stuff.
Yeah. We intentionally don't. When we were at the agency that Riley and I met at, we were only doing schools, and it was so boring, just constantly like changing colors or changing logos on ads and then running the exact same thing, even for websites and stuff like that. So when we started Laser, we were intentionally like, we're not going to have any niche. We've had a lot of people tell us that that's not a good idea. I feel like every like business book you read and stuff like that is always like, you need to have this one specific thing you're working on.
Yeah.
And back to the Defiance, I guess that's one thing where I'm just like, I can't do it.
I could see too. I mean, if you're solely focused on, we'll say one or two silos, I could see after time, it's like everything you're pumping out looks identical.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Where and I'm obviously making wild assumptions in my brain, but I feel like if you're not laser focused, if you don't have a silo, then it allows for creativity to enter in.
Yeah, exactly. Because if we have only plumbers that we're working with, for example, like our tendency is going to be to fall back on, well, this thing worked for this plumber, even though they're completely different, and it might not even work at all.
And this stock picture of a pipe is the only stock picture of a pipe, and so now I go to 15 plumbers' websites and it's the same picture.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, great.
Yeah.
Let's talk legacy for a second. When you're gone, what do you hope people say about you?
Oh, God. I hope that they say that I was a good person, that I cared about people.
She was defiant.
And they're like, wow, those logos for those companies are so cool.
This logo is awesome. This early bird, just so you all know, if you can't see, let's get close. Right there.
Zoom in.
Yeah, zoom in. Early bird.
Yeah.
That's cool. This is a Roadrunner?
Uh-huh.
And a mountain?
Yeah, we chose a Roadrunner because I think it's like one of the craziest birds. A little, not mischievous, but like, I don't know, they're just like crazy, you know? And they're just like, they're just doing their own thing and they don't care what anybody else is doing.
I don't know anybody like that.
Just two runners running two businesses.
That's too funny. It's a cool logo, though.
Thank you.
No, I love it. I think it's really awesome. Early bird strategies.
Yeah, I think that's probably the longest logo we've worked on, honestly.
Really?
We actually don't really do. I say we do everything in marketing. We rarely do logos because people are really. They always come in with like a specific idea, and a lot of times it's really hard to
translate that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, especially now with like AI, people are just like, well, I just built this thing in AI. I'm like, well, I don't want to just outline it and give it to you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. So.
That makes sense.
So we've done a few, but it certainly isn't something I love doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But every once in a while I do one where I'm like, wow, this, like the early bird one, I guess that's different because we're our own clients.
Well, yeah, but when you can look at it and go, I mean, it's funny because I actually came up with my logo, but I had somebody build it for me.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where for the foundation and it's got the bricks and stuff like that. And for the longest people look at it and they're like, what is that?
Oh, really? I get it right away.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, it's an F in bricks and, whatever. But anyways, I just had this idea. I'm like, the foundation, you got the foundation block and whatever. But now I kind of look at it and I'm like, okay, is it bad? I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
Oh, I like it.
But I think that if you can build something that you're passionate about and you love it over time, I mean, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like if every year you've got to rebrand because
you're like, never mind, I don't like it.
God, I can't stand this stupid Roadrunner anymore.
Right?
So, where do you go from here?
Where do I go?
I mean, not like to the store
not like
or
right
something.
This second. I think honestly, at some point soon, hopefully, maybe, we got to really start think about hiring people.
That's going to be hard on you.
That is going to be hard on me. I think,
I think Riley's going to be like,
that's also,
yes!
That's also one of the reasons I think why we were like, we're going to do two separate companies, because, I mean, now still people know that Early Bird is part of us. But I think we've also kind of said from the get-go, like, the goal of that one is to be contractor run. So I think that's probably a better place for us to start, where I'm...
Well, and you can allow people to dip their toe in it and see how they perform.
Right.
And then if they do well, you can say, hey, come play with the rich kids.
The A-team.
Just kidding.
This is where the rich clients are.
Yeah, exactly. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll let you on this side of the tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is, honestly, that's where
it makes sense. Like to be able to say, okay, hey, we're going to vet you through this process because not that we think less of those clients that are paying less or whatever, using less of our services. It's just, we have a standard that we need to uphold with this clientele as well as the other clientele, but we can work through some stuff and they're not as, and I'm going from my perspective, readily engaged. It's like, I just turn you guys on autopilot and say, hey,
Exactly. Yeah.
Do what you do because you're good at it.
I think that's honestly been like our kind of prompt for every designer we bring in. That's like, I want it to look like there wasn't a change in the designer.
Yeah.
And nobody has passed that test yet, honestly. So if you're a designer, please reach out. But I think it's also hard because all of our clients right now know us personally. So that also makes it a little bit harder to be like,
To fire them.
I'm passing you off to this random,
But
random
I think
designer.
I feel the same way, right? I mean, I've got an account manager and a CSR. And when people call me, I'm not passing them off because I don't care.
Right.
I'm actually passing them off because I do care.
Yeah. You're like, I know I'm not going to get
I know this needs to get done, so I'm going to give you to David or Fiorella. They're going to take care of it.
Yeah.
Not that you're not important to me. I will always take your call. I will always be here for you. Understand, I'm out running around.
Right. Yeah.
And, if you expect an answer within an hour,
You're like,
it's
that's
not coming from me, So I think that people understand that to an extent. Obviously, you have your core clients that have been there forever, and you kind of maintain that relationship,
Right.
and slowly drip them, into somebody else's plate. But yeah, no, I mean, and yes, with the early bird clients, I was just say something with the early bird clients. I think that's smart.
Yeah,
That you work that in there. I had another question. I just forgot it. Oh, well.
That's all right.
Do you have a website?
We do. We have LZRmarketing.com.
Okay.
We technically have earlybirdlife.com too. When we first started doing things for it, we had a very specific interior designer clients that we were going after. So if you go to Early Bird Life right now, it looks a little weird.
Okay.
It's only about getting websites done in 5 days or something like that for interior designers. So if you're an interior designer, it would be perfect for you.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, we're still building out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the best way to find you, though, would probably be Laser Marketing.
Yeah.
And it's LZRmarketing.com.
Yeah.
Are you looking for new clients?
Oh, we're always looking for new clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you got a control problem. I want to.
There's always more hours in the day. Isn't that what the saying says?
Yeah. Yeah. Who needs to pay attention to family or any of
Yeah.
that other stuff?
They're self-sufficient. They're 2.5. They got it figured out, right?
They know where the food is at this point.
Yeah.
You might get home and
They know how to climb the cabinets themselves.
accident on the floor or something, but they can be cleaned up.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're doing the obstacle races, what's your favorite pregame meal?
Pre-game. See, when I was running OCRs, I was like I wouldn't say very fit, but I was like very dedicated.
Okay.
So I would even like not eat bad food 2 weeks leading up to the race. So I think,
kidding.
Yeah. So I think before a race, I would probably just eat a banana and oatmeal. I think that was the only thing I ever ate. Very boring.
No, like carb loads or anything like that?
I mean, those are both carbs, aren't they?
Probably. I don't know. One's a fiber.
No, I wasn't like a spaghetti the night before type
No.
person. No.
No. What do we need to know about Liz that we don't know?
I feel like we got it all. I don't know. What else is there? Riley, what else is there?
One of these days.
If you have a Ragnar team, reach out, Riley, and you want to run it.
I do not. Please don't contact me.
I actually was just told, I go to TI Fitness, which is over on Val Vista, but one of the guys that I work out with in the morning, his wife comes every now and then, and he just, I don't know if they did a Ragnar or something. He signed them up for something. They were talking about it. And she's like, oh yeah, we should do that. He literally went on and signed them up right there. And she's like, I was really more just joking with you.
I think I used to do that with Spartan races. I had a Riley. I made her run one we ran it in February.
What's the difference between
like
a Spartan and a Ragnar?
4 months postpartum, she ran it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sure you'll be fine by then, right? It's only twins.
I cried.
I would have too.
It had been a long time since I ran a Spartan race before
Yeah.
that one, and it was rough, honestly. It's like you don't realize how out of shape, because I did like CrossFit, I did rock climbing, and then I ran Spartan races, so I was always doing something. And then once you kind of like get out of that rhythm of it, you don't really realize until you go back to do something like that. I think it was at a different location, but it's essentially a very similar race every time. And I'm like, wow, I'm so out of shape than compared to how I used to run these.
Yeah. I would probably throw up and cry
And cry.
I didn't throw up.
and go home and say, I'm never doing that again.
I I did.
That's exactly. Were you there?
What is one challenge that you still want to conquer in your life?
Whew, challenge. I'm not sure if I still want to. Oh, I mean, I would be interested in doing it, but I think it would take a lot to get there. When I was running OCRs, I was always trying to figure out new races to do. That's why I ran so many, because I was like, this one looks cool, or I want to try this one out. Even like flying back to Chicago to run races that maybe were only over there, not over here. But Red Bull, I think they still have this Red Bull 400, which is you run 400 meters up a ski slope.
God.
So that one I would still be. That's like one.
As a person who used to hike mountains for a job, I can't imagine
it
running
sounds miserable, right?
up a 400.
But I think that was like the one race where I was like, I really want to do this one, and I never ended up doing it.
God,
So I'd have to come out of retirement.
because not only are you running up a hill, you're at elevation.
Yeah, because they're at ski slopes. They're ski runs. Every time it comes up, I'm like, oh, I missed it again. But yeah, that would take a lot to get there, I think.
Absolutely. Oh my God, that would be brutal. That would be brutal. I don't think I could do that. What's your favorite meal?
Definitely carne asada.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Where's the best carne asada in to your?
Here
Yeah, don't say Buckeye.
in Arizona.
Yeah.
Probably Ghost Ranch.
Where's that?
It's in Tempe. It's on
Ghost Ranch.
Rural and Warner.
Ghost Ranch. Never heard of it.
It's good. It's like a small place. There's probably only like 15 tables or something like that.
Okay.
It's good.
A little hole in the wall.
Not really.
No?
It's just small. Yeah.
Ghost Ranch. I'm going to say that one more time. Just Ghost Ranch. Just so I get it on recording. I'm going to have to go back. Ghost Ranch.
They also have like the best tortillas ever. I think I've probably ever had.
The best carne asada I've ever had. There was a guy, when we first moved to Arizona, there was a guy that lived a couple houses down from us that was Puerto Rican maybe, but he would make carne asada and he would marinate the beef for like a week.
Yeah.
I think it was so freaking good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so good. But yeah. Anyways, well, hey, appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I love your logo. I love the new stuff you've got.
Thank you.
Show up, get the worm. Show up early, get the worm. That's awesome.
Thanks.
And you picked really good colors. I approve of the colors.
Just appealing to the Seahawks fan.
That's right. Yeah. That's all it is. There's a lot of us out here, so you should appeal to
Nice.
us. I do have a gift for you because everybody gets a gift when they come on the show.
Nice.
I have a challenge coin because you went above and beyond. And I have
Nice.
a glass now. And you can match with Riley that she's probably drank her orange juice out of never.
Or orange juice.
She probably forgot she even got one when she came on the show at this point.
I think I know where it's at. I'll put it right next to
I'm
it.
just kidding. So, hey, I appreciate you coming on. Everybody go to LZRmarketing.com if you need marketing of any kind, whether you're big or small. I can tell you they work wonderfully with small companies, which a lot of marketing companies do not. So if you're looking for it, go get it.
Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. This is Liz Ponce, and I went above and beyond.
Lunch mobs buzzing, ideas in the air. Golf outings where stories we share. Beyond the fairways, friendships grow. In APN's embrace, opportunities flow. No happy talking, just real deals. Authentic connections, the kind that heals. From Palm Springs to Pine Top's Grace. APN's network spans every place. Above Par Network, we're going above and beyond. Reaching new heights. In networking realms, scaling the heights. From mixers to golf, our spirits unite. APN's the beacon, our guiding light. So here's to APN, where dreams align. In every connection, a chance to shine. Above and beyond, we'll always strive. In APN's network, we truly thrive.